Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Soul Whisper with Vangie, a quiet space where reflections awaken the heart, truth is spoken with gentleness, and understanding becomes wisdom. Here, we listen not only with the mind, but also with the soul. Today, let us reflect together on the hidden emotional life of employees. There was a time in my life when I believed that success had a very simple definition. Study well, finish school, find a respectable job, build a stable life, create a happy family, earn enough, be admired, be appreciated. And like many people, I believed that once these things were achieved, life would finally feel complete. As a young person, I was quiet, shy, and introspective. I did not dream of becoming famous or powerful. I simply wanted a peaceful life. I thought that if I worked hard, stayed kind, avoided conflict, and fulfilled my responsibilities, then everything would naturally fall into place. But life is much deeper than the version we imagine in our younger years. Because learning does not end in school. In many ways, school only teaches us how to begin. Real learning begins when we start encountering people, emotions, disappointments, ambitions, insecurities, conflicts, and the complicated realities of human life. And nowhere did I begin to understand this more deeply than in the workplace. Over the years, I encountered many kinds of people: administrative employees, technical professionals, lawyers, engineers, managers, executives, government workers, educated people with impressive titles and accomplishments. And slowly, I realized something important. No matter how educated or accomplished people become, human beings still carry invisible struggles within themselves. People long to feel important. People want to feel recognized. People want security, success, admiration, and stability. And there is nothing wrong with that. We all want to feel that our lives matter. We all want to feel seen. We all want to feel worthy. But over time, I also began to see the emotional cost of searching for worth only through the outside world. Because workplaces are not only places where people earn salaries. They are also spaces where human emotions quietly collide. Competition happens. Comparison happens. Misunderstandings happen. Conflicts arise. Sometimes people step on one another in their desire to move forward. Sometimes people become consumed by pressure, ambition, fear, or insecurity. And often, beneath professionalism and titles, many people are silently exhausted. Some struggle emotionally but continue smiling. Some feel unappreciated despite years of service. Some fear being left behind. Some feel trapped by responsibilities. And some continue chasing success without ever truly feeling fulfilled. As I moved through my own journey as an employee, I slowly realized that I was not separate from these experiences. I too wanted appreciation. I too wanted admiration. I too believed that material success and external recognition would make me feel complete. And because I disliked conflict, I often wanted life to feel joyful all the time. But the joy I once understood was mostly connected to external things, achievements, validation, recognition, approval. And yet, even when those things came, they never fully satisfied the deeper part of my soul. Because external validation is temporary. No matter how much appreciation we receive, the human mind eventually searches for more recognition, more success, more security, more proof that we are enough. And perhaps this is why so many people silently suffer, even after achieving what once seemed like success. Because the world teaches us how to achieve, but not always how to feel whole. Over time, life itself became my teacher, not only through beautiful moments, but also through disappointments, misunderstandings, emotional pain, responsibilities, losses, and human interactions. And slowly, something inside me began to change. I began to understand that life is not simply about becoming successful in the eyes of society. It is also about becoming aware of our emotions, aware of ourselves, aware of our fears, aware of the ways we search outside ourselves for identity and worth. And as this awareness deepened, I also began to feel something unexpected. Peace. Not because life became perfect, not because old struggles disappeared, but because I slowly stopped depending on the outside world to define my value. I no longer needed constant validation to feel complete. I no longer felt the same hunger to prove myself to others. And for the first time, I began to understand that completeness does not come from titles, salaries, admiration, or social status. It comes from within, from self-understanding, from acceptance, from inner peace, from realizing that our worth does not increase or decrease based on how the world sees us. And perhaps this is one of the quiet truths many people eventually discover. That even successful people are still human. Even highly educated professionals still experience fear, insecurity, loneliness, emotional struggle, and a longing to feel enough. Because beneath our positions and achievements, we are all simply human beings trying to navigate life, trying to survive, trying to heal, trying to find meaning, trying to feel loved. And perhaps that is why compassion matters so much. Because we never fully know the silent burdens another person is carrying. The workplace, in many ways, becomes more than a place of employment. It becomes a mirror, a place where life quietly teaches us about ego, ambition, insecurity, relationships, emotional maturity, suffering, growth, and ultimately ourselves. Today, I no longer see success the same way I once did. Of course, work remains important. Responsibilities matter. Growth matters. Providing for our families matter. But inner peace matters too. Kindness matters. Self-awareness matters. Human understanding matters. And perhaps true success is not only measured by what we achieve externally, but also by the peace we carry internally. Because at the end of the day, titles eventually fade. Positions change. Recognition comes and goes. But the state of our inner life that quietly remains with us. So to anyone who feels exhausted from constantly proving themselves to the world, to anyone silently carrying pressure, comparison, insecurity, or emotional fatigue, perhaps this gentle reminder is for you. You do not have to earn your worth through endless validation. You are already enough beneath the roles, titles, expectations, and struggles. And perhaps life is not only teaching us how to succeed, but also how to become whole. Thank you, beautiful souls, for spending this moment with me here on Soul Whisper with Vangie. If this reflection touched your heart or helped you see things more clearly, I warmly invite you to explore my other videos for more gentle reflections, life insights, prayers, and soul-centered conversations. You may also read my first 2 books available on Amazon Kindle, where I share deeper reflections, healing thoughts, and the meaningful journeys of the heart. And wherever life may lead you, may you walk with wisdom, compassion, and truth. This is Vangie of Soul Whisper with Vangie, where stories heal, reflections awaken, and the soul gently remembers its light.